Aren't game shows great? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest game show moments.
You're gonna have to give me every number one answer we have.
Okay.
Jimmy got 14 points.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the funniest moments in game show history and ranking them based on the level of hilarity and outlandishness. We'll be combining typical fails and dumb answers with more intentionally comedic moments from the hosts and contestants.
What is the cartoon character Andy Capp known as in Germany? A. Dick Tingler.
Number 10. Pretty Nipples. Match game. Is there anything more embarrassing than accidentally telling a woman she has pretty nipples?
I can't believe I just said that.
Maybe, but this is certainly up there.
We present Karen Lesko. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
You know John?
Yes, we do.
While chatting up contestants Karen and John, host Gene Rayburn turns to John and compliments Karen's pretty nipples.
Doesn't she have pretty nipples, pretty dimples there?
He is quick to course correct and says that she has pretty dimples before squirming and withdrawing into himself like a turtle. You can tell that Gene was supremely embarrassed, which makes the clip that much funnier. Luckily, Karen is a good sport and takes it in stride. Freudian slip or simple slip of the tongue? You be the judge.
This lady has very pretty dimples.
Number 9. The Fainting Contestant. The Price is Right. To be honest, we don't know how more game show winners don't just up and collapse upon winning thousands of dollars.
What's going on?
You fainted.
Oh.
The Price is Right contestant Arlene seemingly cannot handle the fact that she just won the showcase, and her body completely shuts down on stage.
You win, Arlene.
While fainting is never funny, there's something hilarious about the way her body falls out of frame when the camera zooms in on her face. What makes it even better is hearing Bob nonchalantly declare that she's all right, almost as if comforting a toddler who'd just taken a tumble.
She's all right.
Number 8. September. Family Feud. The fast money round of Family Feud can be a goldmine of stupidity. Contestants are forced to give answers under a time constraint, which often results in a lot of rushed thinking and brain farts.
Screw it. Brain fart. Don't you hate those?
And this is the brain fart to end all brain farts. When asked during what month's pregnancy does a woman begin to look pregnant, Kathy famously answered September. And the best part? She didn't seem to realize her mistake.
What months of pregnancy does a woman begin to look pregnant?
September.
It's not until the audience starts laughing that she realizes something is wrong and acts accordingly. The comforting, well, you tried hand from Richard Dawson is just icing on the cake.
The lesson is never try.
Number 7. Snake Charmer, Catchphrase. We can only imagine what the censors were thinking with this one.
Snake charmers, flying carpets. You came to us at a complicated time.
During this episode of Catchphrase, a square is taken away on the board and the contestants are left with what appears to be a masturbating banana.
290 pounds. What do you think it is?
Everyone cannot help but crack up, and it only gets worse from there. Another square is taken away, revealing Yellow Man's snake friend, who is seemingly playing along. While it's eventually revealed to be his cane and not his walking stick, it took almost every square to finally get that vital piece of information. The image itself and the incredibly awkward drawn-out process makes this moment game show gold.
Snake Charmer.
Number 6. Superman and Spider-Woman, Wheel of Fortune. Someone clearly doesn't know they're superheroes.
What are you?
You will soon find out.
Which is weird, considering these two are like the biggest superheroes of all time. While solving the fictional character's clue that is clearly Superman and Wonder Woman, the contestant proudly declares that it is Superman and Spider-Woman.
We'd like to solve the puzzle.
Go ahead.
Superman and Spider-Woman.
We have no idea where he got Spider from. considering the word clearly contains both a W and an N. We'll chalk it up to a harmless and unfortunately televised brain fart. But that doesn't mean we can't laugh at it. At least he quickly realizes his mistake. Too bad he didn't say it the first time.
No, that is not.
Wonder Woman.
Number 5. Some guy in Normandy. Jeopardy. During Final Jeopardy of the teen tournament, contestant Leonard Cooper hilariously wrote, "Who is some guy in Normandy? But I just won $75,000. And while he certainly did that, he could very well have lost.
Now we go to Leonard Cooper. He's looking pretty happy.
If his competitor Neeli had gotten Final Jeopardy correct, he would have beaten Leonard by $400. And Leonard would have been in a very, very awkward situation. It's great to see Jeopardy contestants not taking themselves or their answers so seriously though. And this proves that the otherwise academic show can still be fun. It also proves that cockiness can be just as funny as it is irritating.
One of the things I love about the team tournament is these guys have marvelous senses of humor.
Number 4. Orange, Family Feud. Like we said, we all have our brain farts. Luckily for us, our slip-ups aren't televised and made into a laughingstock for millions of people. Family Feud contestant Joanne isn't so lucky.
Name a yellow fruit.
When asked to name a yellow fruit, Joanne confidently says orange before immediately recognizing her mistake and squirming in embarrassment and frustration.
Orange.
The bluntness of the answer is certainly hilarious, as is the silly answer itself. But perhaps what makes this moment so special is Joanne's reaction. She knows she messed up, and here we are over 40 years later still laughing at her mistake. It's almost as if she knew we would be.
You're orange, you moron.
Number 3. You fool! Hollywood Squares. If Hollywood Squares is remembered for anything, it will be this famous clip. It all starts when Gilbert Gottfried believes that, quote, having a child is the answer to the statement, quote, 94% of Hungarians, compared to only 46% of Americans, said doing this was necessary to be fulfilled.
Having a child.
When the contestant disagreed, Gottfried shouted, "You fool!" much to everyone's delight.
I disagree.
You fool!
What follows is pure pandemonium, as Gottfried calls both contestants fools after every question. And before long, other celebrities like Penn Jillette are joining in on the fun.
I'll agree.
You fool! You fool!
Only on Hollywood Squares can you call the contestant a fool and send everyone into hysterics.
Jay, you fool.
Number 2. In the Ass, the Newlywed Game. The Newlywed Game is a goldmine of inappropriateness.
That's inappropriate.
But sometimes it skips straight past gleefully inappropriate and goes straight to crass. The women were asked what was the weirdest place they'd ever had the urge to make whoopee. Not understanding the question, one answered in the ass, much to everyone's, and especially her husband's, delight.
In the
The clip was so controversial and infamous that it quickly became an urban legend, as future generations couldn't find the clip and didn't believe the people who recounted the story. Luckily, it was uncovered and brought back for all to see, and is now a piece of game show history.
He said it was in the car on the freeway.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Edgar.
Fish love? Sorry.
Jenny?
Wish list.
Name something you feel before you buy it. Mike!
Excited.
Number 1, Naked Grandma, Family Feud.
Well, how the hell you think you gonna win it with naked grandma? What's the chances of seeing somebody grandmama naked when you break in the house?
Yeah.
And why is that a concern of yours?
If you ask people what their favorite Family Feud moment is, this is bound to come up. When asked for something a burglar would not want to see upon entering a house, Rod enthusiastically screams, "Naked Grandma."
Something a burglar would not want to see when he breaks into a house. Rod.
Naked Grandma!
Naked, huh?
Steve Harvey can't even manage to repeat the question. The answer itself, Rod's ridiculous passion for it, and Harvey's response all combine to create one of the funniest moments in game show history.
I don't want to see that either.
And the best part? He ended up getting the points. Sure, occupant is a bit of a stretch, but hey, it's technically correct. No one specified the occupant had to be clothed.
How did Wheeler come to be naked in the center of camp?
He was sleepwalking.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.